Hi, I'm Dr. Emily Deans, and this is Evolutionary Psychiatry on YouTube. Today, we're going to be talking about minerals. All you need to do to find some minerals that are super important for brain health is to look at that old friend, the periodic table, that you may remember from high school. There are a couple of important facts that you need to know about minerals. One is that the primary anti-flight or fight or anxiety fighting minerals in the body that kind of slow down our fight or flight nervous system response are zinc and magnesium. And these are the minerals that tend to be wasted by the body when you're under a lot of stress. This makes perfect sense when it comes to fighting a very acute stressor, such as, say, you're sitting in your house and suddenly the floodwaters start to rise. You start to sweat. Zinc and magnesium come out in higher levels in your sweat, or if you are going to the bathroom, there are higher levels in your stool or your urine. With lower levels of magnesium or zinc, you have a stronger stress response. Unfortunately, over time, if you have a chronic stressor going on, you start to waste zinc and magnesium, and you need kind of high amounts in the diet to really replete them. So that's why there are several studies showing that zinc and magnesium can augment antidepressant responses and help with kids with ADHD and various data along those lines. It's just kind of basic mineral science and how minerals affect the fight or flight nervous system in the body. In future videos, I'll be talking more specifically about zinc and magnesium, but I just wanted to use the rest of this video to talk about other metals that are important for mental health. One is iron. Iron is the most common mineral deficiency found in the world, and babies born to mothers with low iron actually have lower IQs. About 4% of men and 11% of women are iron deficient. Children with severe or chronic iron deficiencies have major developmental and behavioral problems. And particularly deficient are vegetarians, as red meat is a major source of iron in the diet, though you can get it from leafy green vegetables. It's not quite as bioavailable as it is in red meat. Men with low serum ferritin, which is another sign of low iron, have higher incidence of developing depression. But too much iron is also a problem, so you have to be fairly careful with repleting or taking vitamins that contain iron, especially if you're a man. One final mineral that I want to mention today, because it's something that we're often recommended to supplement quite liberally, is calcium. The interesting thing about calcium is that it acts as more or less a counter to magnesium in the body. And calcium on its own isn't all that useful for bones. You really need calcium in combination with vitamin K2, vitamin D, parathyroid hormone, and other minerals like magnesium and zinc to help build super strong bones. So it's probably better in the long run to get your calcium with food, many of which also contain some of these vitamins and minerals that are also needed along with the calcium to build your bones. Just calcium supplementation in massive amounts by itself, the data is a little bit mixed, but it has been associated with higher rates of aortic calcification and coronary artery calcification, which are not great things. However, you don't want to be low in calcium either because you need strong, vital bones. Like everything, this is a Goldilocks situation. You need just enough, not too much, not too little. So, good dietary sources of minerals: mineral water, you might not think of, leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, nuts. You can add to your salad to get even more magnesium or zinc, but meat, particularly for zinc, animal foods, oysters and seafood, pretty high in some of those trace minerals, and things like iodine that we don't get from other aspects of our diet, but are very important to our brain. If you have a specific medical condition, such as osteoporosis, I would consult directly with your physician about how much calcium they recommend based on the latest medical guidance. When it comes to using minerals to treat mental illness or to help with depression or anxiety, there is a bit of data to show that supplementation with zinc and magnesium in particular can help augment standard treatments of depression or anxiety. However, as with all of these things, it would be lovely to have large studies and more data, because the risks of taking magnesium and zinc in reasonable amounts is actually quite low. It would be nice if we could help a lot of people with a relatively low-risk intervention. I'll have more details about these and other minerals in future videos. As always, like and subscribe and share if you like the content, and have a great day.